It's time now to chat with the champs here on the season finale of NEC Football on the Run. We are joined by QB1 from the 2023 Northeast Conference football champion, Duquesne Dukes, the NEC's leader in touchdown passes and passing yards, Darius Perrantes. Darius, welcome back to the show, a returning customer.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
How'd all that sound? Northeast Conference champion, is that kind of settled in yet?
Not yet, to be honest, not yet. We'll see this coming Saturday for sure.
And now, last time we chatted about a month or so ago, we talked about how there was still more work to do. It's a crazy league. Anything can happen. So
Yeah.
what is kind of the feeling, the morale right now with you, with the team, that you were able to complete that journey, that you got that championship?
Obviously coming into this season, that's all we could think about was winning a championship. But our team is very hungry. Our practice went very well today. Just went over some mental things, trying to get our bodies back into good shape for this week. But we're definitely prepare for the challenge and definitely be ready.
Now, I'm sure it was quite a whirlwind getting back on the bus, getting home, the selection special, back to practice for another game. But have you had a chance to kind of even think about, like, wow, I mean, because it was a long journey to get there, years, of hard work to get to this. So have you kind of taken a second just to maybe step back and kind of take it all in?
Yeah, obviously it's been a long 3 seasons, this past 3 seasons, but obviously God's timing is perfect timing. Championship came when it came, and we were just so very grateful for the opportunity.
Looking back on, what would you say was kind of like the turning point, or the biggest obstacle that the team faced this year, that kind of you overcame that and got to this point?
I'd just say numbers. We've always been low in numbers, but our team just plays with a big heart. So yeah, you can't take away heart. But yeah, I'm just proud of how our team has been playing this whole year. It's been a lot of away games, but yeah, we just shown a lot of resilience this year, and I'm happy for us.
You talk about the resilience, because you guys had a chance to win the title last week at home against Stonehill. So
Yeah.
how are you kind of able to shake off the sting of that setback and then turn the page going into the Merrimack game? Because you talked about last time how every week's a championship week, and
Yeah.
that week actually was. So how'd you kind of shake it off?
Yeah, we were blessed with 2 opportunities to win the championship game. So yeah, obviously we wanted to get that win the first week against Stonehill, but yeah, we just took what we needed to from that game and just applied it to the next week and came out with the W.
I want to give a shout out kind of to your defense, because that second half, all the 3-and-outs, the turnovers.
Yeah,
So what you must have had a big smile on your face on the sideline watching your
yeah,
defense do their thing.
yeah. I was just talking to some of my teammates about how this week we definitely complemented each other, offense and defense. So yeah, they're coming away with a lot of turnovers, but yeah, they just make my job a lot easier with field position and just holding the teams up with less points. So yeah.
With all the weapons that you guys have, skill positions, terrific offensive line, strong defense, as we saw, great coaching. How can this team still improve this week going into the FCS playoffs now?
We have a lot to improve on, but it's just taking it day by day, taking what the coaches are giving us, watching film every day, learning the tendencies of Youngstown State. Yeah, we're just excited for the opportunity to put on for our city and the university. So
What's your first impression of the FCS playoffs opponent, Youngstown State? You had the selection special yesterday, found out that that was going to be your destination coming up this weekend. So when I'm sure you kind of crammed in as much as you could here in the last few hours. So
yeah.
what have you found out? What's your first impression?
We played them last year. They're a well-coached team. They have good defense. They can score the ball whenever they want to with a good offense. So it's going to be definitely a good game. Most likely a shootout, but that's all we can ask for, just an opportunity to just display our abilities. So
I think 2015, first time Duquesne was in the playoffs, it was a shoot. It was like 51-48. Quarterback threw for over 400 yards in that game. Last time Duquesne was there, 2018, won a playoff game. So it's never not. It's always interesting whenever Duquesne's in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens this time around. All right, Darius, we're gonna get you out here on the final 5 questions. You remember this from last time, rapid fire.
Yeah.
So just give us the first thing that comes to mind. All right.
All right, sounds good.
All right. When you got back after the game, check the phone. What was the number one congratulation message that stood out?
Message from my dad, just telling me how all my hard work has come. Yeah, it just comes with a lot of time and just being able to do what I do whenever I can for my team. He was just proud of me for fighting this whole season through injuries and things like that. But yeah, a nice little message.
That's awesome. Completely switching gears. What is your best Thanksgiving side dish?
I say garlic mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the number one item on your holiday wish list this year?
I got mine already. NEC championship ring.
Of course.
Yeah. No. Definitely a national championship.
Okay, there you go.
It's the next thing on the list for sure.
Does might not fit down the chimney, but still, it would be a nice gift. What would you say was your play of the year, your signature moment? When I say like your best play, number one on the highlight reel for your season, what's kind of stands out to you?
Specific play. I actually don't have a specific play. I just know that my team definitely uses me a lot on our third down. So I just try to do the best I can and get the first downs when needed.
I mean, you had 21 touchdowns. I mean, any one of those could have been, a big play. Had some big bombs downfield. So
yeah, so a lot of my receivers did a lot of work on those plays. So I give them credit for sure.
That's true. And finally, a lot of times on championship rings, teams have like a word or a phrase that kind of symbolizes the season or means a lot to that team over the course of the season. So if we could get a word or phrase inscribed on your championship ring to remember forever that describes the 2023 Dukes, what word would you put on that ring?
Say family.
There you go. Love it. Especially time of year to be thankful for your family, the team family. It just goes together, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Darius, thank you so much for joining us and best of luck the rest of the way in the FCS playoffs representing the NEC.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Darius will lead the NEC champion Dukes into the FCS playoffs this weekend against Youngstown State Saturday at 5 p.m. on ESPN+. And you could check out the full season finale show of NEC football on the run over on the NEC Overtime Pod, available now wherever you get your podcasts.